Brad, I heard that you have the ability to close loans in 10 calendar days with no loan contingency. How does that help get your client's offer accepted, and how does that work?
Totally. So we've been doing that for the last 5 years. I'm based out of Orange County, California, but it's a competitive marketplace. And sometimes when you make offers on these homes, there might be 10 other buyers looking to make an offer on that same home. So we try and make our borrowers look like cash buyers by having them fully approved before they go out and look at homes and make offers. So like you said, we have the ability to close FHA and conventional loans in as little as 10 calendar days. And we could also waive the loan contingency. With jumbo loans, those are loan amounts that are above 970, 800. Those are more like 17 days for us. So that's kind of what we built our business around, is being able to stand out and being able to close quickly. And I just wanted to share just some basic steps, like high level, like kind of how it all works. So when Jerry refers a client to me, I'll call them, and it usually takes about 15 minutes. And this is where we pre-qualify them. I'm going to go over what their monthly max payment goal is, what their cash to close goal is, kind of what purchase price range they're thinking in their head. I'm going to ask them questions about their credit, their income, their assets, and they'll tell me a lot about them. But it usually takes about 15 minutes. And then after that 15 minutes, I can really have a good grasp on, kind of figuring out what they might qualify for, and just kind of start putting in the puzzle together. And so I'm really big with sending loan options, and I love providing details. I'm really analytical. So after we end that conversation, I'm going to send them a very detailed email with loan options. And I'm going to show them different purchase prices, and I'm going to show them how interest rates work. And at the bottom of the email, I'm going to let them know what documents we need from them to get their ducks in a row. So typically you need like current month's worth of paycheck stubs, your most recent 2 years of your W-2s, bank statements, driver's license, that sort of thing. So once I get those documents, this is where we pre-approve them. And this usually takes me about 2 to 3 hours. Like I said, I'm really analytical. I come from an underwriting background. So I like to make sure that we have you fully approved. That way there's no surprises. And I'm really going through the income, the assets, the credit. And after this 2 to 3 hours, I'll be able to get all their ducks in a row, and I'll be able to pre-approve them. And then, so typically for this pre-approval consultation, it lasts about 15 to 20 minutes. We really try to do it on Zoom or meeting them in person. And this is where I'll go through all the options I sent them. I'll answer their questions. I might have some questions for them. I might be missing a couple of documents. I'm also going to touch on mortgage rates and explain how they work. I'll also explain to them, how you can't lock an interest rate until you find a house, because that rate lock goes with that property address. I'm also going to explain to them, how rates work and how they move up and down every day, just like the stock market, and what they're tied to, and just make sure they understand, how everything works. And I'm also going to set proper expectations on the market. Like Jerry was saying, it's a really competitive market, and sometimes there's 10 buyers lined up to buy one house. And so we need to be super competitive. If you want to make an offer, we need to stand out. So I'll get their buy-in that they can trust me, and that we have the ability to close in 10 days, and that we can have you fully approved. So that way you can make an offer, a 10-day close. You can waive the loan contingency. And sometimes the seller is just not ready to move out in 10 days, right? But so Jerry's really good with that, with offering lease backs, but there's lots of ways to structure these to make you look like cash. And I'll get their buy-in, and we go in one step further. So once they agree, like, oh yeah, that makes sense, I think we should try to do a 10-day close, I'll get their files submitted to underwriting. So that way the underwriter can review the whole file, and we have it fully approved, and we could waive that loan contingency and close in 10 days. So we go the extra step. It only takes about 24 hours to get the loan approval back. Everything we do is in-house: processing, underwriting, closing, funding. It's all done in-house. So we have these proprietary systems in place that we were able to do these loans super fast, but also provide a good experience for the client.